good evening. A very warm welcome to the 23rd edition of the CavinKare ABILITY Awards. We're so happy to have all of you with us. I'd like to invite Gayatri Krishna to begin this evening's proceedings.
Maitrim bhajata akilar jetrim Maitrim bhajata akilar jetrim Atmavadeva paranapi pashyata Atmavadeva paranapi pashyata Yuddham tyajata spardham tyajata Yuddham tyajata spardham tyajata Tyajata pareshva kramamakramanam Tyajata pareshva kramamakramanam Maitrim bhajata akilar jetrim.
And to formally welcome you all this evening, could we have the AV, please?
Good evening. As a friend and advisor to the Ability Foundation, I take pleasure in welcoming you all to the 23rd edition of the CavinKare ABILITY Awards. The Ability Foundation is an inspiration. It's deep within my heart. Wherever I go around the world, I am inspired by the service, by the inspiration, by what they do, and I look at the world with a very different lens now. I hope this inspires you too. I hope you get inspired too, to change the world.
I'd like to invite Mr. C.K. Ranganathan, Chairman and Managing Director of CavinKare and Founder Trustee of Ability Foundation, to say a few words. C.K.?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a great pleasure to welcome you all to the 23rd CavinKare Ability Awards function. What started 23 years ago, I think myself and Jayashree was casually having a chat. Jayashree was proposing, why not we institute an award? So that was a spark. I think that I liked the idea. From then on, I think no looking back. 23 continuous years, we never discontinued even 1 year. I think I'm very happy to say that. Our vision at Ability Foundation and CavinKare were matching. Ability Foundation's vision is to support and ensure that disabled people are given a fair chance. They stand shoulder to shoulder with the normal people, and also we took a lot of efforts to the government and various corporates and NGOs on advocacy, the voice for disabled people. We have come a long way, I would say, in the last over 27, 28 years since Ability Foundation was formed. I think a lot of laws have changed. We are very happy that Ability Foundation played a role in leading these kind of changes. I'm very happy that Jayashree did that job in the forefront. Thanks, Jay. CavinKare always takes pride in applauding great achievers. We always admire people who take the path of road less traveled. I think that was indeed a great pleasure, and that's why we also have Chinnication Innovation Award. People from nowhere start and coming out with the kind of this thing, the startuppreneurs. I think they make a difference, coming with very innovative ideas and grow up. And every time they say money is not a problem, it is ideas, and the guts and determination is the key thing to succeed. And we applaud them, we salute them. And coming to CavinKare Ability Awards, I think similarly, we as people, we always look at some excuse of not achieving our goals, what we want to achieve in life. and say, this is all most of the time, the excuse is we do it ourselves. I think that is an important thing that we need to know. It is not what we do. I think it's important that we don't keep on excusing ourselves. The most difficult job in the world is getting the job done from oneself. It is relatively easy to get the job done from others, but we keep on breaking our own promises or our own goals. You know that New Year resolutions, everybody makes New Year resolution. 99% of them are broken in 2 weeks' time. So most of them don't live up to that. So here, I think it's very important to see that the people with disabled people, today evening, we are going to celebrate those achievers who have done an outstanding job and continue to do that despite all the odds. They don't tell any excuse. Nothing can stop me. That's the message they are telling us. I think it's time we celebrate and applaud them. We take pride in doing so. I would like to thank the jury members, our Madan Karki, who used to be continuously for the last 4 years, he has been with us as a jury. He's been spending the valuable time. Also would like to thank Dr. Soumya Swaminathan, Chairperson MS Swaminathan Foundation. She has joined us this time. Thank you ma'am for making it. And we had Justice Prabha Sridevan, former judge, Madras High Court, and Kapil Vishwanathan, co-founder, Kriya University and President IFMR, and Ms. Sethuraman, Chartered Accountant, is also with us. We are very happy. All the jury members, despite their busy schedule, they gave a lot of time. Also would like to thank EY, who has been our process validator right from the day one, the last 23 years, relentlessly giving a lot of time. Thank you, Casey, for being with us and supporting this award throughout. I think this helped a lot in terms of how we are able to, the process-wise, we have not deviated a bit last 23 years. That's very important. It's not that, okay, we wanted to give this person award, nothing like that. It's a very formal, very well managed. I'm very proud that the way the kind of awardees are selected, the way the process is carried on, it's outstanding job. Compliments to both Ability Awards, Ability Foundation team and CavinKare team. Also would like to thank all the members who have supported this event to happen. I think this something very rare. A lot of people supports her year after year after year. I think that's very nice. Our association goes a long way, long way. So once again, thanks for all of you to come here. I think let's cheer up and applaud all the great achievers of this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, CKR. As you said, it's an evening of celebration. Could I invite Jayashree Ravindran, founder and Honorary Executive Director of Ability Foundation, to say a few words.
Good evening, dear friends, distinguished guests, and dear awardees. Today, we gather here at the 23rd CavinKare ABILITY Awards, not just to celebrate individual accomplishments, but to proclaim the powerful voices of diverse community that calls for recognition, acceptance, and celebration. We stand here today as a testament to the strength, the resilience of India's millions of people with disabilities who deserve to be seen the way they truly are. Our awards represent a collective cry for acknowledgement, a plea not to be defined by challenges, but to be recognized for the immense strengths, talents, and contributions that each individual brings to our society. Today, we honor those who embody this resilience, individuals who have faced societal constraints and yet have forged paths of excellence and inspiration, it is essential to understand a fundamental truth here. People with disabilities do not seek pity or sympathy, nor wish to be viewed through the narrow lens of limitations or to being unfavorably compared to anyone else. Rather, our community thrives when we are embraced for our unique identities, valued as integral members of society, each one possessing gifts to offer. Today's awards serve as a powerful reminder of the incredible potential that exists within the community. Each achievement recognized shines and adds light on the talents that challenge stereotypes and cultivate change. The awardees are not just recipients of the year, they are trailblazers, individuals who have paved the way for the future generations to come. But there's more. Even as we celebrate these accomplishments, it's also crucial to acknowledge the work that lies ahead. Inclusion. Inclusion is not just a goal, it's a continuous journey. It calls upon each of us to foster understanding, engage respectfully, and empower those who are all around us. As we listen to the incredible stories of our award recipients today, let us absorb their experiences with open hearts and minds. The journeys are not merely tales of personal successes. They reflect the courage it takes to confront and overcome life's obstacles. And I would urge you all to carry this moment forward. Together, let us commit to a future where individuals of all abilities are not only welcomed, but are celebrated for their unique contributions. Let us ensure that the legacies recognized today inspire actions for a more inclusive tomorrow. Thank you all for being with us today. Now I take pride in introducing our Special Recognition Award, who this time happens to be our country's first lawyer who, being deaf, has fought her way through largely vocal and articulate profession. As the name implies, the Special Recognition Award is one selected by us and is given to a person whose work requires a special mention and recognition and does not go through the normal nomination or jury selection mode. May I have the video, please?
Sara Sunny, Bengaluru, Karnataka. At the core of Sara's story lies the spirit of acceptance and inclusion. At 27, she is a young lawyer forging her path in life. As a deaf person, she regularly seeks out opportunities to be part of the hearing world and make her presence felt. It has been a long journey from struggling through mainstream school to learning and advocating for sign language and choosing law as a profession.
My big support system is my parents. My parents wanted to advocate for inclusive education. Faced a lot of barriers and obstacles and rejections from schools.
She was very confident. She says, okay, see, I can live with my hearing impairment as a normal person.
When I have very stressed days, then I go upstairs and I just dance my heart out and I de-stress myself. And I've received many awards and prizes in these three fields: badminton, dance and arts.
കൂട്ടുകാരെല്ലാം കുട്ടികൾ ചെറിയ കുട്ടികൾ ഫൈറ്റ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴും എല്ലാം അവളിങ്ങനെ വാച്ച് ചെയ്യും. ഇതിൽ ആരുടെ സൈഡിലാണ് കറക്റ്റായിട്ട് ആരാ ചെയ്യുന്നത്, ആരുടെ കയ്യിലാണ് ഫോൾട്ട് എന്നെല്ലാം അവൾ കണ്ട് മനസ്സിലാക്കും. എന്നിട്ട് ടീച്ചേഴ്സിനോട് അവൾ കറക്റ്റായിട്ട് പറഞ്ഞു കൊടുക്കും. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ആർഗ്യുമെൻ്റ് മെൻറ്റാലിറ്റി അവൾക്ക് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു ചെറുപ്പം മുതലേ.
While in school, Sarah realized law could be the vessel for her mission to ensure no one felt as invisible and unrecognized as she did as a child.
I wanted to fight for inclusiveness and justice for the deaf. I feel, and it really inspires me, because it's not that I'm standing for myself, I stand for the deaf community.
As India's first deaf lawyer, when a senior lawyer recommended to the judge that an Indian Sign Language ISL interpreter be made available, the request was turned down. Sarah then argued in court, entirely reliant on written statements. She was not deterred and advocated for an ISL interpreter, got it approved, and with it the opportunity to argue in the Supreme Court, the first deaf Indian lawyer in the country's highest court.
Sarah is an exceptional person. She's a person who doesn't take no for an answer, which is why she is where she is.
I want to show the society that deaf can, and so, through accessibility of, through interpreter, how a deaf person can succeed. So I want that, acceptance and that inclusive atmosphere for the deaf community. This is what I would like to showcase. This is something that, the whole community's dream has been achieved. I want to advocate for equality, inclusion, and accessibility in the society.
Sarah Sunny, recipient of the CavinKare Ability Special Recognition Award 2025. Congratulations, Sarah. May we have you up on stage, please? Let's keep the applause going, ladies and gentlemen. Sarah Sunny. And could I invite Bharati to read the citation, please?
CavinKare Ability Special Recognition Award given to Sarah Sunny on the 22nd day of February 2025 in recognition of excellence achieved against all odds. A person with profound deafness and a confident lawyer today, she has overpowered the social, emotional, and physical challenges of her invisible disability, advocating passionately in court on her own terms. As life took her along the path she had designed for herself, she allowed neither disability nor other trials and tribulations to stand in the way of achievement. Transforming challenges into triumphs, navigating through a world of silence to find her voice in the Supreme Court of India. Her presence in the Supreme Court reshaped perceptions, fostering an inclusive legal system that accommodated the need of the deaf community. Dismantling stereotypes, empowering future generation of deaf students to pursue legal careers. A trailblazer at heart, as she shattered barriers, her landmark case not only marking a historic moment, but illuminating the path for others, proving that dreams know no bounds. Today, she stands as a testament to the power of resilience, lighting up the path towards a more inclusive future. Sarah Sunny.
Hi, this is Sri Lakshmi, voicing for Sarah. I am really thankful for this honorable award. I am very grateful for my family, friends, teachers, and everyone who helped me a lot to win this award. And this award shows us that there is no limitation. We can achieve everything. And I am very thankful for this CavinKare and culture celebrations has happened here. And we need to continue everything, and we need to celebrate together. We need to support every differently abled people, and thank you so much.
Jury of the CavinKare Ability Awards had the very unenviable task of picking the recipients. So could we just have the AV? The jury meet for the 23rd CavinKare Ability Awards for Achievers with Disabilities was held on the 1st of February 2025. The eminent jury ensured that the deliberations were lively and insightful.
I got to know about so many people from across the length and breadth of India who, despite disabilities of different kinds, have risen above them, shown tremendous amount of courage, of positive thinking, of optimism, and being able to achieve things.
They're all thinking so innovatively, and whatever we may call disability doesn't seem to disable them. They demonstrate to us that they are there to conquer the world.
The kind of diversity that the applicants have faced in their lives, the kind of situations that they've had to bounce back from and find purpose in their lives, make an impact, quite remarkable.
What is most important for me has been the really humbling experience that one goes through after looking at the contribution which is being made by each of the nominees. The kind of work which is being done, it's not about them just overcoming their problems and the issues that they face, the ability, things that they face. It's beyond that. That is what truly inspires me every year.
Could I invite Mr. Krishna Chaitanya, partner Ernst Young, to say a few words about the process and validation of the awards? Krishna?
Thank you very much, Jayashree. Honorable guests, distinguished awardees, ladies and gentlemen, namaste and a very warm welcome to this inspiring evening where we celebrate the extraordinary achievements of individuals who have redefined perseverance, they've redefined talent, and they've redefined excellence. So thank you all for giving me this opportunity to speak to you about the process that went behind the awards. And the audio, a picture is worth more than 1,000 words, and an AV is worth much more than that. So that AV kind of explained most of the process that you saw on the jury meet. But prior to the jury meet itself, there's a number of activities and process. It starts with the announcement of the awards, receiving the nominations, and nominations were received from across the country, many states. And I'd like to say that all these nominations were put through the filtration process where you are actually able to compare them with the objective criteria, basis which there's a shortlist which is arrived at, and then there is further evaluation and the jury selection, final jury selection. And the process is designed in such a way that there is transparency, there's objectivity, and there is lack of bias. So that's something that we strive to achieve. The two jury awards that we have this evening, one is the Eminence and the other is the Mastery Awards. They're a result of meticulous, transparent and unbiased selection process, and ensuring fairness and integrity has been the heart of the approach. Now, having been part of the awards process for many years now, I can confidently say there are no losers in such awards, because the reason being that most of the nominations which are received were of really remarkable stories, each of them in their own, I would say, due recognition, are remarkable stories. So it's really a matter of choosing the best out of the best. It's a very difficult and onerous task, and I must really compliment the highly qualitative deliberations and evaluation by the jury members in making the final selections. Today, the awardees that you will see in their own respective chosen focus areas, have exemplified what it truly means to face some of the most fiercest challenges that life can throw at us and convert them into stepping stones. We all often speak about inclusivity and accessibility as ideals to strive for, but these individuals have personified these values in their actions. Their courage and contributions are not only personal milestones, but beacons of hope for many others and society at large. So tonight, while we celebrate their accomplishments, let's also recognize the collective responsibility that we all share as a society, where we look at opportunities are not limited by disabilities, but are empowered by courage and the human spirit. Before I conclude, I would like to take a minute to acknowledge the excellent work done by CavinKare and Ability Foundation teams for their efforts in ensuring that the process is fair and transparent. My sincere compliments to the eminent jury members for sparing their valuable time in ensuring a highly qualitative and unbiased selection process. I would also like to acknowledge the work done by my EY colleagues in ensuring adherence to the process, both in letter and in spirit. To all the awardees, your stories really inspire us to break barriers, challenge stereotypes, and build a future that embraces everyone in equal dignity and respect. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to each one of the awardees. Thank you, and let us celebrate these extraordinary champions together.
Poonam Shroti, Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. Poonam Shroti founded Udip Social Welfare Society in 2014 to empower and foster independence among persons with disabilities. Living with osteogenesis imperfecta from birth has meant brittle bones, frequent fractures, and a dependence on a wheelchair for mobility. Poonam's remarkable journey has been one of courage, resilience, and the determination to create a better world.
I am not a founder. I am the initiator of my dream. हमेशा मेरे अंदर एक जज्बा था, इसी आज जो भी हूँ मैं, शायद यही जज्बा है जो मुझे यहाँ तक लेकर आया.
I am talking about her extra dedication and perseverance.
Her family has been a big support to her since childhood. From a young age, Poonam was determined to impact the lives of others like herself.
हमने चैलेंज के रूप में लिया तो हमें इसको जो है संभालना है, इसको ऐसा करना है कि ताकि ये जो है अपने पाँव पे खड़ी हो सके, मानसिक रूप से बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है.
We really wanted a lot of things from our life, and I always saw that fire was very much there in Poonam also.
मम्मी मैं अपने बच्चों जैसे के लिए काम करूँगी.
एक दिन उसके माइंड में आया कि she want to start with an NGO जिसमें वो physically disabled के लिए काम करना चाहती है, उनके empowerment के लिए.
UDIP is a movement that seeks to empower individuals with disabilities, especially in India's Tier 2 cities. Driven by Poonam's vision of inclusion, UDIP's work spans education, employment, and advocacy.
She displays an amazing courage. She wants to generate inclusion. We keep on organizing variety of camps, not only for them, but for their parents, to make them educated, to train them.
पूनम श्रोत्री ना ही एक सक्षम समाज सेविका है, बल्कि समाज सेवा के क्षेत्र में इन्होंने अपनी एक महत्वपूर्ण पहचान बनाई है.
She was really a fighter from the beginning. I must say that she is a beacon of positivity.
आते हैं वो और बच्चों से बातचीत करते हैं, उनका मार्गदर्शन करते हैं. मैम यहाँ पे जब भी आते हैं या तो कुछ ना कुछ दे के जाते हैं, या अभी भी हमें हालांकि में एक टीचर्स हैं अतुल सर, उनकी वो व्यवस्था कराई है ताकि हम लोग की इंग्लिश इम्प्रूव हो.
पूनम दीदी चेंज माय टोटल लाइफ. उनके बारे में सोचो तो आपकी सारी नेगेटिविटी चली जाती है.
पूनम की सबसे अच्छी बात यह है कि उसने जो अचीव करा वो उस पर ध्यान नहीं देती है, उसे जो आगे अचीव करना है वो हमेशा उसके बारे में सोचती रहती है.
I started my own organization, Udip Social Welfare Society, with a dream of change of society perception towards disability. वो सोसाइटी जहाँ डिसेबल को देखकर कोई उसके लिए सिंपैथी ना दिखाए, एम्पैथी के साथ उसे समझे.
Poonam Shroti, recipient of the CavinKare Ability Award for Eminence 2025.
Good evening, everyone. It's been my honor and my pleasure for the past 4 years
being part of this journey, being part of the jury, to go through the lives and stories of really great people who've done something really great for this world. I'd like to thank Jayashree and CKR and the entire Ability Foundation team for this experience. I start the year, every year in these jury meetings in the past 4 years on a very positive note. My year begins with this jury meetings, and I really truly thank them for giving me the opportunity to being part of this journey. For CavinKare Ability Award for Eminence given to Poonam Shroti. Living with a condition called osteogenesis imperfecta that renders one's bones so brittle to the extent of being compared to the fragility of glass, her limbs as well as a voice affected, and she herself totally confined to her wheelchair. Beginning her career in the corporate world, moving on to establish Udip Social Welfare Society rooted on her life experiences, an organization that empowers others with disabilities, focusing more on India's tier 2 cities that are mostly devoid of opportunities and possibilities. Spurring on hundreds of others towards independence and making it our life's mission to wake up society to the capabilities of people with disabilities. She has launched sensitization drives, initiatives promoting rights, dignity through workshops, street plays, health programs, scholarship programs, job-relevant training programs, distributing assistive devices and smartphones to enable many towards independent lives, bringing together communities, forming clubs and organizing rallies, covering 14 states across the country, and paving paths for a wonderfully inclusive society. Her life is a story of true grit and determination and a source of inspiration to many.
Good evening, everyone. I am deeply honored to receive this CavinKare Ability Award. So I dedicated this award to all those individuals who are already fighting with their own battles with courage. Once again, thank you so much, CavinKare and Ability Foundation. Thank you so much.
We move on now to the Mastery Awards. And to begin with that, I'd like to have the AV, please. Mohammed Shams Aalam Shaikh, Gandhinagar, Gujarat. Mohammed Shams Aalam Shaikh currently trains at Gandhinagar for elite-level para-swimming events. He is just back from the Reykjavik International Games, where he won 6 medals with 1 new Asian record. The journey has, however, not been easy. While he was in the final year of mechanical engineering in 2010, he was diagnosed with a spinal tumor, which had to be operated. The operation was not successful, and after the second surgery, he became paraplegic. Instead of surrendering to despair, Shams found hope through sports, specifically swimming. Though he had always been a sportsman, he had never thought that he would pursue swimming professionally, as it was just a life skill that he had picked up by virtue of being born in a flood-prone village in Bihar.
I was international karate player that time, and I was national medalist also. The dream to represent my country at an elite level, which actually got dim, and when I got to know that there is something called Paralympics, it's again started.
இன்னைக்கு ஸ்விம்மிங்ல வேர்ல்ட் ரெக்கார்ட் பண்றாருன்னா நினைச்சதை சாதிக்கணும் அப்படிங்கிற அந்த மனசுல அந்த வெறி இருக்கிறதுனால தான்.
Swimming is his life for him. It matters to him the world, and he has reached today in this stage.
उसका सिंसियरिटी बहुत अच्छा है, रेगुलरिटी प्रैक्टिस में, जिसके लिए आज वो इतना दूर अचीव किया, परफॉर्मेंस भी बहुत अच्छा दे रहा है.
I have achieved a world record for the longest open sea swimming by a paraplegic person.
When he was selected for the Asian Para Games in 2018, he had to navigate the roads of Mumbai on his wheelchair, and this highlighted the issues of accessibility and inaccessible transport in the media.
I received my selection letter for the Asian Para Games. I used to stay in Dharavi, which is the biggest slum in the Asia, and accessibility is obviously a big challenge. We were able to make the awareness that the accessibility is important and it is a need of ours. From 2019, I am working on the project called Active Wheelchair Project. Under my guidance, I can say, with the team of Hela, Bal Swawalamban Trust is giving free of cost to all the needy beneficiaries. We have already distributed this wheelchair to 120 plus beneficiaries from across the India. I go and do the access audit for various organizations. When we talk about accessibility, it is just not about the physical accessibility. It is also about for disabilities which is not visible.
Shams's ultimate vision is to bring accessibility and inclusivity to sports in India, using his platform to inspire others and advocate for better opportunities for persons with disabilities. Mohammed Shams Aalam Shaikh, recipient of the CavinKare Ability Mastery Award 2025.
Good evening, everybody. I've had the privilege of serving on this jury on 2 occasions. And let me tell you, there is no word in the English dictionary that can describe what one feels when we go through this whole exercise of picking the winners. And leaving the others out is more difficult, picking the ones who won it. Ability has gone forward from then. So thank you again for that opportunity to have worked closely with you. For those of you who are on X, my tagline since then reads, "Sworn to Inclusivity." So I'm committed to doing whatever I can in this space. The CavinKare Ability Mastery Award, given to Mohammed Shams Aalam Shaikh, rendered a paraplegic as a result of a tumor in his lower back. He allowed neither disability nor other challenges nor predicaments to stand in his way of achievement. He rose to meet the complexities of immobility, resolutely pursuing his dream of becoming a champion sports person, special reference to swimming. Beginning with his first open sea swimming competition at Raigad, moving on to being the world record holder for the longest open sea swim by a paraplegic person, representing his country at the 2018 Asian Para Games in Indonesia with recognitions, awards, national television appearances following him in abundance. Further strengthening his legacy at the Reykjavik International Games in January 2025, by securing 6 medals, 1 gold, 3 silver and 2 bronze, while also setting a new national and Asian record in the 200-meter breaststroke. His academics not neglected either, with an MBA in Human Resources and Operations. He keeps up with both these extremely demanding achievements, displaying a strong resolve a spirit indomitable to obstacles. He's also involved with Active Wheelchair Project, an initiative centered on creating customized wheelchairs for the Bal Swawalamban Trust. Currently directing his dreams to compete at the 2028 Paralympic Games, his vision extends beyond personal glory, striving to bring accessibility and inclusivity to sports in India. Truly, his dedication and achievements are proof of his perseverance and his indomitable spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, Mohammed Shams Aalam Shaikh.
Truly, this is one of the best award function which I have seen till now. Ability Foundation is very close to my heart, and they have truly changed my life, because I believe education is a tool which we can use to change the world. And through Ability Foundation, I got a chance to do my MBA at Satyabama University, and I'm so thankful. This award actually teaches me what I believe, to never give up. Dear sir, I applied for this award the moment I came to know about it. Since 2015, you can imagine this is 2025 and I have applied every single year and I never gave up on this. And truly, this is the day and I'm really so happy for this award. Thank you so much Ability Foundation and CavinKare for making this award a prestigious one, and this is very close to me. It really means a lot. Thank you so much everyone.
Moving on to the next Mastery Award, the CavinKare Ability Mastery Award. Could we have the AV please? Miranda Tomkinson, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Miranda Tomkinson is a lecturer at the National Institute for the Empowerment of Persons with Multiple Disabilities, NIPMED, and has 3 postgraduate degrees to his name. Born blind, Miranda began losing hearing from the age of 13, and it has been a long journey from coming to terms with his deaf blindness to acquiring the skills to cope and facing rejections on the job front despite having the necessary qualifications.
I joined this institution in EPMD. They not only helped me to complete my post-graduation in sociology, but I also enabled me to overcome all the odds.
This meant learning methods of communication used by the deafblind to communicate through tactile inputs. Today, he handles his classes independently, using technology to communicate. While he is verbal, students can ask questions via WhatsApp. He connects his phone to a refreshable braille display and responds to them. Miranda's example only goes to show that given the will, there is always a way.
I usually call him the Helen Keller of India because he could speak out things, what he needed. He was very clear about in his thoughts what are the different things which he has to achieve.
How with deafblindness he overcome all this and achieved what he is today is the lesson for everyone.
His own life experiences have made Miranda an advocate for disability rights and a desire to enable inclusion, especially for those with deaf blindness.
Now his desire is to start an independent channel for people who are not so literate like him. Another dream is he wants to develop a software people with deaf blindness or multiple disability can appear for competitive exams.
He is ambassador and role model in the field of deafblind. He started his own blog where he started writing books and sharing his experience.
He is very much focused on the rights of people with disability. He is so interested that every individual with disability need to be empowered.
இவர்கிட்ட நான் கற்றுக்கிட்டது என்னன்னா லவ் அண்ட் கேர் அந்த சொசைட்டியில் எப்படி நம்மளுடைய பேஷனை நோக்கி எடுத்துகிட்டு போகிறோம், நம்ம எப்படி நம்மளுடைய கற்றுக்கிட்டதை மற்றவங்களுக்கு சொல்லி கொடுக்குறோம்.
When you find difficulties, it's your duty to go forward to get support. How much of hard struggles you endure, so much you become resourceful.
So we had empowered Miranda, and now Miranda is bringing us laurels.
Miranda Tomkinson, recipient of the CavinKare Ability Mastery Award 2025.
Presenting to you Mr. Miranda Tomkinson, CavinKare Ability Award for Mastery, given to Miranda Tomkinson on the 22nd day of February 2025 in recognition of excellence achieved against all odds. Deaf-blind he may be, yet his vision dazzles and his communication delights. As a special educator of children with multiple disabilities, he has got 3 postgraduate degrees in sociology and public administration under his belt. In silence, he voices his thoughts with views that speak and his visualizations that are crystal clear. In a world where verbal or visual communication is the norm, he is not just heard but widely respected as well. He is a working professional. He is a spokesperson and an advocate for others with deaf blindness. He is a lecturer at the National Institute of Empowerment of Persons with Multiple Disabilities, teaching both theory and practicals for human resource trainees. Besides being vocal at various workshops, conferences, and training programs, he is well known for his innovative teaching methods and research contributions, including his work on assistive technologies like Nuance Dragon. There is more. He has his own blog and his own YouTube channel that raises awareness on skills needed to improve lives of deaf-blind persons. And to top it all, he is also in the process of authoring his own book on ending the debate on the learning of infants and children with deaf blindness. Dedicating his life further towards his goal, he is an icon who lives his life on his own terms and rules his own destiny. Miranda Tomkinson for you.
As a joy to receive these things, I feel very happy and thankful to Ability Foundations, who has recognized me and confirmed this award on me. My efforts is to empower the world. It is to change the world. My efforts is to bring about books related to disabilities. I am trying hard to see how to find ways to help the world understand the talents of disabled people. It's my work that I should see a book created on exceptional persons with disabilities in India soon on my credit. Thank you very much.
Thank you all once again. We would like to move to the next Mastery Award. Can we have the AV, please?
Arshad Pandith, Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir. Dr. Arshad Pandith is a highly respected associate professor at Sher-e-Kashmir Institute of Medical Sciences, Srinagar. It has been an uphill journey though. 30 years ago, Arshad was the first person in his family to attend university, and life seemed full of promise. Everything changed in an instant when he was badly injured in a terrorist attack and became paraplegic.
I got 3 bullets right in my chest. One of the bullets hit my spinal cord and damaged and left me waist down paralytic. I was active, healthy, living my life on my own, having the zeal for the sport. Then suddenly I had to just on the bed of my hospital.
Arshad's story is of a man who grew up in a lower middle class family, became a lab technician after a life-changing incident, made his way up the academic ladder, and is today changing the face of diagnostics care in Kashmir.
The moment I was paralyzed, it was a gloom, it was a despondency. Either I have to just lie on the bed and wait for the death to trample me, or I have to get out of this situation. I just decided I should live the life with my dignity and the honor.
Despite of being paralyzed, waist down, he never backed down from any challenge. He always did it 100% in everything he did. He is right now the best inspiration I can get.
Arshad has continuously waged a battle against what he believes is his biggest hurdle, the inaccessibility of the external world.
3 decades back to live on a wheelchair was like to just conquer the Everest, because the Srinagar was all disabled, hostile. There was not a single building which is accessible to the wheelchair.
Strength comes from him, his own self. Having such a disability, then picking up the threads where he had left earlier, and then coming back very strongly.
He does not claim any benefit to him that he is having impaired ability. Whatever he demands, it is based on his merit, on his work.
Arshad's commitment to disability is using his position to spread awareness and inspiration across a state that is not as developed as others in the country.
I really try to reach out to the people who live with paraplegia, counsel them, get them out of their trauma, and help them to just rehabilitate themselves. My long-term passion is now to establish a rehabilitation center for the people living with paraplegia, help them to rehabilitate in their jobs.
Arshad Pandith, recipient of the CavinKare Ability Mastery Award 2025.
Good evening, everyone. Firstly, I should thank Mr. CKR and the Ability Foundation for having invited me to be on the jury this year. And I must say it was such an incredible and very humbling experience. And for each of the winners that you see today, there are at least 10 others that are equally deserving. So the jury had a very, very difficult time. So about Dr. Arshad Ahmad Pandith, overcoming mountain-high hurdles, literally and figuratively, geographically and actually, and this against the backdrop of Dal Lake and the mountains in a strife-torn town of Jammu and Kashmir. A person brutally wounded by bullets, his life could well be made into a movie. As a young man raring to make his dreams come alive, when one fine day, caught in a militant gunfire, he was rendered a paraplegic. Not one to be fazed, he rose like a phoenix once again to hold a doctoral degree in immunology and molecular medicine. And a postdoctoral degree in genetics. He's working towards making cancer care affordable and also researching acute lymphoblastic leukemia in children. Author of over 100 publications and an enabler of rupees 15 crores institutional funding, contributing to the development of a state institution, the SKIMS, Sher-e-Kashmir Institute of Medical Sciences in Kashmir. He further dreams of setting up a rehabilitation center in Kashmir, continuing as always to be more a contributor than a taker. A professional, a father, a son, we saw his mother in the film, and a brother, driving his own car that he himself modified. He remains the epitome of that rare, never say die spirit, courage and strength of character, all of which make him a person anyone would want to emulate. Congratulations, Dr. Arshad.
Good evening, respected jury, dignitaries and volunteers. Finally receiving the award from the eminent scientists and the fraternity, Dr. Soumya has added really the flavor to this award. So she's a pride. So I was looking forward to receive this award from her. So finally I wish all the best of luck and really thank the CavinKare Award for this prestigious award to me. Good, thank you very much.
Moving on to the final award for this evening, our CavinKare Ability Mastery Award. Could I have the AV? Jilumol Mariet Thomas, Todupura, Kerala. A graphic designer, award-winning artist, record holder for getting a driving license, aspiring dubbing artist. Jilumol Mariet Thomas is a woman of many identities. Born without arms, Jilumol's journey has been focused on self-reliance and a desire to explore new avenues in life. Losing her mother at a very young age, her childhood was influenced by her supportive father and grandparents, who were determined to educate her and equip her to deal with life independently.
എൻ്റെ പപ്പ എന്നെ ഒരു നോർമൽ ചൈൽഡായിട്ട് തന്നെ വളർത്തി.
ഒരു പാമ്പറിങ്ങോ ഒരു സിമ്പതിയോ ഒരു പ്രത്യേകതയോ ഒന്നും എന്നോട് കാണിച്ചില്ല. എങ്ങനെയാണോ എൻ്റെ ചേച്ചിയും അല്ലെങ്കിൽ മറ്റ് കസിൻസും വളരുന്നത് അതുപോലെ തന്നെ വളരാനായിട്ട് സ്കൂളിൽ ഈ പറയുന്ന പോലെ നോർമൽ സ്കൂളിലായതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ നോർമലായിട്ടുള്ള കുട്ടികളുടെ കൂടെ മിങ്കിൾ ചെയ്യാനായിട്ടും അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ടീച്ചേഴ്സിൻ്റെ സപ്പോർട്ടും വളരെ പ്രധാനമായിരുന്നു. സിസ്റ്റേഴ്സ് ഒരുപാട് ഹെൽപ്ഫുള്ളായിരുന്നു. കാരണം എൻ്റെ ദൈനംദിന കാര്യങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യുവാനും മറ്റൊരാളെ ആശ്രയിക്കാതെ എനിക്ക് എൻ്റെ കാര്യങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യുവാനും ഒക്കെ എന്നെ സഹായിച്ചത് അവരാണ്.
Jilumol's aptitude for art led her to complete a degree in multimedia and animation, despite the physical hardship that this entailed. It was when she began working that she experienced the struggles of inaccessible transportation firsthand. This planted the seed of thought in her mind. She needed a driving license. Despite the obstacles she faced, she is today the first hands-free female driver in Asia to hold a driving license for four-wheelers.
She is the first lady driver without arms in Asia. വളരെ നല്ല കറേജിയസ് ആയിട്ടും പോസിറ്റീവായിട്ടും ഉള്ളൊരു കുട്ടിയാണ്. അവളുടെ ഒരു ആഗ്രഹമായിരുന്നു ലൈസൻസ് നേടുക എന്നുള്ളത്.
സജഷൻ പ്രകാരം വോയിസ് കമാൻഡ് കൂടി പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്ന ഒരു സിസ്റ്റം എൻ്റെ കാറിൽ ഡെവലപ്പ് ചെയ്തു. 2023 നവംബർ 30 എനിക്ക് ഡ്രൈവിംഗ് ലൈസൻസ് നേടുവാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞു.
In addition to being a graphic designer, Jilumol is an accomplished foot artist and a member of the Mouth and Foot Painters Association.
കാലുകൊണ്ടും വാഗൊണ്ടും പെയിന്റിങ്ങും ഡ്രോയിങ്ങും നടത്താനായിട്ട് സ്പെഷ്യലൈസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്.
She has already conquered many heights. She is now put a benchmark for all the other differently abled artists today. How long they can go, how much they can achieve if they really aspire to do so.
Jilumol's story is an example of how determination and hard work can transform setbacks into opportunities. Today, she has her eyes firmly set on the future.
എൻ്റെ ഏറ്റവും വലിയൊരു ഡ്രീം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് എനിക്ക് സ്വന്തമായിട്ടൊരു ബിസിനസ് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യണം എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. അത് ഇൻക്ലൂസീവായിട്ട് ഇവിടെ ഒരു നോർമൽ മനുഷ്യൻ എങ്ങനെയാണോ ജീവിക്കുന്നത് അതുപോലെ ഓരോ ഡിസേബിൾഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള വ്യക്തിക്കും ആക്സസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്ന തരത്തിലുള്ള മാറ്റങ്ങൾ കൊണ്ടുവരണം.
Jilumol Mariet Thomas, recipient of the CavinKare Ability Mastery Award 2025.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Truly an honor to have been part of this year's jury. It's been great interacting with the jury members, but I think the truly humbling experience has been it's something which we'll all carry away. All the stories are absolutely inspiring, and it's been very difficult for us to choose. And it's more an emotional experience rather than a process which we had to follow. So it's been truly humbling, I should say. CavinKare Ability Mastery Award given to Jilumol Mariet Thomas in recognition of her extraordinary resilience and inspiring achievements. Born without arms due to thalidomide syndrome, she has become a beacon of determination and creativity. Despite facing immense challenges, including the loss of her mother at a tender age and societal prejudices, questioning her capabilities, she unwaveringly forged her own path. Transforming adversity into artistry, she embraced her passion for art to earn a degree in animation and graphic design, expertly navigating her artistic endeavors and completing all tasks, typing, sketching, and using computers, all with her feet. As a member of the Foot and Mouth Painting Artists Association, her remarkable foot paintings have graced numerous exhibitions, garnering multiple accolades. And there is more. She holds the title of being Asia's first hands-free female driver, a triumph she has got after 6 years of long legal battle. And more, her talents extend to movies, where she is a dubbing artist for Malayalam films, besides also being a motivational speaker. Her journey transcends mere triumph over disability. Indeed, it is a compelling narrative redefining possibilities and inspiring others to their limitless potential. Jilumol Mariet Thomas.
എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. എബിലിറ്റി ഫൗണ്ടേഷൻ്റെ 23ാമത് CavinKare അവാർഡിൻ്റെ ഭാഗമായി ഇവിടെ നിൽക്കാൻ സാധിച്ചതിൽ ഒരുപാട് സന്തോഷം. എബിലിറ്റി ഫൗണ്ടേഷൻ്റെ ഒരു ഭാഗമായിട്ട്, കാരണം നമുക്കറിയാം കാലഘട്ടത്തിനൊപ്പം സഞ്ചരിക്കുന്ന ഒരു എബിലിറ്റി ഫൗണ്ടേഷൻ്റെ ഒരു അവാർഡ് ഏറ്റുവാങ്ങുക എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് എന്നെ സംബന്ധിച്ച് ഏറെ സന്തോഷവും അഭിമാനവും നൽകുന്ന ഒരു കാര്യം തന്നെയാണ്. ഒപ്പം തന്നെ എന്നോടൊപ്പം ഇവിടെ അവാർഡ് ഏറ്റുവാങ്ങിയ എല്ലാ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ടവർക്കും എല്ലാവിധ ആശംസകളും നേരുന്നു. എബിലിറ്റി ഫൗണ്ടേഷൻ്റെ ഒരുപാട് പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങൾ മനസ്സിലാക്കാൻ സാധിച്ചു. ഒരുപാട് ജീവിതങ്ങൾ പടുത്തുയർത്താനായിട്ട് സാധിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. അതിനോടൊപ്പം പങ്കുചേരാൻ പറ്റിയതിൽ തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും അഭിമാനിക്കുന്നു. ഈ അവാർഡ് ഞാൻ സമർപ്പിക്കുന്നത് തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും ഒരുപാട് സ്വപ്നങ്ങൾ കാണാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നവരെയും ഒപ്പം തന്നെ എല്ലാ പ്രശ്നങ്ങളെയും പ്രതിസന്ധികളെയും അതിജീവിച്ച് അത് നേടിയെടുക്കാനുള്ള മനസ്സുള്ള എല്ലാവർക്കുമായിട്ട് ഈ അവാർഡ് ഞാൻ സമർപ്പിക്കുന്നു. താങ്ക് യു സോ മച്ച്.
Ladies and gentlemen, our celebrities for this evening, the recipients of the CavinKare ABILITY Awards for Achievers with Disabilities. I'd like you now to join us, all of you, in singing or signing the national anthem. Okay, so attention. Janagana mana adinayaka jaya he Bharata bhagya vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Banga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchchala Jaladi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage Tava Shubha Ashisha Mage Gahe Tava Jaya Gatha Janagana Mangaladayaka Jaya He Bharata Bhagya Vidhata Jaya He Jaya He Jaya He Jaya 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 He